YouTube, what's up? If you're new here, my name is Danny James, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to add dynamic Glowdust effects for your music videos inside of Adobe After Effects. As usual, give this video a like if you genuinely end up enjoying it, and subscribe if you're watching me for the first time. That way you'll never miss out on my content. Feel free to check out my website at dannyjames.co, and that's the best way that you can show your support. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, we have this clip here with Russ Millions, and we're going to add the Glowdust effects on him. Simply what you want to do, you want to start by duplicating your layer, and then you can change the label color just to be clear. And then on this duplicate, that's where we're going to create a mask, and then we're going to link this mask later on with our Saber plugin. Right on this layer, go to your pen tool right here, and we need to create a mask. So we're going to create about 4 points, 1, 2, 3, then I'm gonna twist this one, and then 4. I'll go back to that clip, hit M so that I can see properties for the mask, add a keyframe for the mask path. Okay, go a few frames, that's about 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can pick your selection tool, move all these pointers right here, then try moving the individual anchor points like this. Okay, just something that shows movement. So far it should start there, changing into this. Then you can go a few 4 frames later, you can highlight on each anchor point, try to move it around your subject. Just go around your subject and make sure your points kind of also move with you. Okay, and then you're going to go another few frames like there. I'll highlight on all of them, bring them to his head maybe, and then you can highlight on even one specific point, and then you can move them closer together or further apart. I'll go 3 frames later, I'll take my top anchor point, bring it towards his hands. So essentially you're going to play, you're just toying around the subject. All you need is just a few anchor points, and you can make these as dynamic as you want by shifting and changing around these points. Okay, then I'll go another few frames, I'll take the front anchor point, bring it here, bring these ones here. Sorry, again, if it goes away from the screen, just come back and click on your mask. That way you can tell After Effects what you're trying to move. And you can also convert these anchor points. If you want something like this one, you can hold Alt while clicking, and it will convert that anchor point. You can highlight the other anchor points, just select what you want. Okay, I'll go another few frames, I'll highlight on all these points, maybe bring them here, make sure this point stays here, and then the back points, it's kind of there. And basically we're just trying to create some movements, and then I'll go later on doing the same thing, and then you can finish it right about here. Let me go to the last frame, let me raise all the points. So the point of stretching each individual points, you'll just see it later on. It's to help it look like a natural moving mask. So our mask so far goes around like that. Let me just increase the quality that we're rendering with. So we have a mask that goes around Russ Millions like that. Now just go to your effects and look for Saber. If you don't have this plugin, it will be linked down below. It's free to use. Now go to the Saber settings, right under the customize core, change from the Saber to the layer masks. We are pointing this effect to the masks that we've created. So now we have a mask that follows through like that. Now I'll go under the render settings, make sure under the composite settings we have a transparent. That way you can see it through the Saber, and now we have something that moves with the subject. Okay, now just go to the presets for the Saber, and then look for the smoke, soft smoke right here. Okay, now the next step, you can customize these a little bit further, you can change the colors. If you don't like the default orange color on the smoke, you can go with something else. He's wearing green, so I'm more inclined to give him a red or purplish thing. Okay, I'll go with a red like that. And then you can customize the intensity and the glow spread if you need to, but by default these values are okay as they are. From here, what you can do, we just need to go back to our effects and look for an echo. Add an echo effect to that layer. We are adding an echo effect so that it can create extra layers that kind of follow this initial layer. And with it, what you need to do, we just need to change the echo time to around -0.04. You can increase the number of echoes. You can have 3, 4 or more. I'll put 3. Again, ensure that it composites in back right on this echo operator. And then you'll need to tweak the decay a little bit so that those echoes disappear a little bit faster. Reduce that to around 0.6. And we're going to play it back now. Yeah, it's something a little bit trippy that's kind of trailing around the subject. Now, one more thing that we're gonna add to this is a Gaussian blur. This is completely optional. Just add the Gaussian blur, increase its value anywhere at around 20 should be good, and that way we have everything. All right, the last step for real is now changing the blending mode from a normal to a screen so that it blends well with the scene. So let's look at it. Yeah, now you can see what it looks like. It's a bit more blurry, it's not so clear, and that's exactly the look that you're going for. And it also kind of follows the subject by simply using the keyframes for the mask path. And from this point, it means you can always come back and change the color to something else if you don't like what you have. You should generally have fun. Let me see what this gold yellow looks like on him. Okay, it's actually looking dope. It's even matching with his jacket, and it's overall a really easy effect to use on your music videos. I'll show you something I did with NLE. Right beside here, I have these other clips. I did the same things that we've just done. Now you can see what this clip with NLE looks like. It's similar to what we've done. Just try to maintain the mask path and adjust the keyframes for the mask so that they follow this movement. And that's simply how you create this effect. And yeah, that's as easy as ABC. If you do have any questions, suggestions, or anything to add on to this tutorial, kindly leave it on the comment box, and I'm happy to have a back and forth with you guys. As always, give this video a like if you did enjoy it, and subscribe for more content like this. My name is Danny James. See you on the next tutorial. Peace.